welcome to another fantastic show, the Hotline, Harold Washington Post 1987 Hotline TV show. We're hot, and we got that fantastic commander next to me. Go ahead, Commander.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back.
Hey, welcome. Glad to be back.
Yeah, got to have my sidekick with me. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show, and tonight we're calling tonight's show Mulligan Stew. What I mean by Mulligan Stew, the meaning of Mulligan Stew is like when the disabled, not the disabled one, but unfortunate people, as far as people call them hobos or whatever they may be, they sit down and get together and put on a big pot. So if you put something in the pot, that means you could get something out of it. Tonight we're doing the same thing live. So we bringing up anything, talking about anything and everything, and hoping that you all out there in TV land will call us about certain things that you would like to talk about. And mainly we're talking about this week that's coming up, which is the holidays. The holidays is going to be rough for everyone, and especially, you know, those may be homeless, or you may not be homeless, but see, then too, you may not have any food. So if possible, we would try to let you know what place that may be giving out something. But this evening, like I said, the show is up in the air for right now. So please call us at any time at 738-1060. Call us at any time. And this been a rough week.
Well, Commander, you went to Minnesota, I heard.
Yes, went there because unfortunately a relative passed, my brother, and they had the repast and stuff up at Riverdale, Minnesota, at the American Legion Post 531. And 531, I know you're not listening, but I'm giving you all a shout out and say thank you, comrades, for put out a good show for us. And then the idea, welcome them. It was a nice welcome party. And by being an officer, you know, a district officer going to another state or going to another post, another district, it's kind of strange because, see, the idea, you know, they really don't get that many different people coming to your post because everybody used to the people that's in your own district and stuff. But then, you know, you show your hospitality when somebody else comes. And then you let them know, show them around. And they had some World War II artifacts and stuff from World War II, Korean War and stuff like that. And had a nice time. And they offered everybody that was there with me, asked them did they want anything to drink or something like that. But anyway, it's this the hospitality that the American Legions do all over. Because even sometime when we go down to Springfield, Illinois for our convention, we have 2 posts down there, and they open their arms for us. And because, like I said, if somebody from Southern Illinois come up here, we do the same thing. This is what we're for. We're a brotherhood. And it consists of brothers and sisters. Because, see, we got to work together. And this program, what we do, we have to work together. Just like this past week. Well, you know, I've been doing all this ripping and running, and I'm tired. But I still got to go on because there's a lot of things I still have to do. Just like going to these nursing homes ever since last Saturday until yesterday. Because because Veteran Week is important to all veterans, and especially those in nursing homes. And the ones that I went to, well, it was great going there, being there, but see, it was kind of, you know, being a little tear-dropping because, see, the idea, you know, you get the chance to talk to some of the veterans. And I met a World War II veteran. And we sat up and we talked and stuff. And found out he was 83. And he had a clear mind. Telling he was Army strong. Telling us and making jokes and things. And see, this is, you know, the things that we do. And see, they got a story to tell, men and women. And so, we sit there, and then each one of them, we gave them certificates and saying, thank you for your service. I gave them a salute and shook their hand. Most of them cried because of the idea. It was the idea of somebody they finally giving back to them. And this is what they talked about. Say, they never did this before, things like that. But see, the idea, that's what our job is. The American Legion, to go out and seek them and help them. Just like we go there to nursing homes also, and then find out what they may need. Take their name down. And then after we take the name down, well, we give them a Christmas present. They'll get their Christmas present. Some facilities want it a week ahead because they have their Christmas party early. But what we like to do is give it to them either Christmas Eve to let them feel an opportunity of having something for Christmas or Christmas Day. Because this is me. I would like a Christmas present, but I wouldn't want it a week ahead. Because see, when that day comes, I already opened this. So I'm not happy. I'm happy I got something, but then too, like I said, the meaning of Christmas is giving. As they say, Christmas carols and stuff like that, that's when you really want it. Whether it's snow outside, raining, or sun may shine, something like that, it's still the 24th or the 25th, and that's what we get used to. And this is the thing that we promised them. They will get something for Christmas.
Sir, Saturday was Veterans Day.
Yes, it was.
And I want to shout out to Thornton Township Supervisor Sugarelli, who did a wonderful job with his staff in opening up the township and feeding the veterans of Veterans Day. Also, I want to shout out to all of the different restaurants who gave free food to our veterans. And even tonight, there's free food at one or two different restaurants. We won't call no names.
Right.
Because of the fact that those restaurants are in business to make a profit. And we are a non-for-profit entity here. But we will say thank you to all of those restaurants throughout the United States of America who have shown their love to our veterans. And I'm going to tell you something. It is so wonderful to have people come up to you and thank you for your service. Because, again, we have made that point that many years ago, and I'm going to tell you, when I came back from Germany in 1976, didn't nobody come up to me and say, thank you for your service. Now, they could care less. But now that paradigm has shifted, that mindset has shifted, and people are beginning to recognize us as the veterans. And to our veterans, we want to thank you for your services. And we want you to know that a lot of you do have issues. And in order to deal with those issues, you have to be willing to communicate with people.
Yes, you do.
Okay? You got to. You got the Jesse Brown Hospital, Hines Hospital. Then you got all the different American Legion posts and people at the different posts that you can communicate with. It was brought to our attention Friday, 24 to 25 veterans commit suicide almost every day. That's appalling. And if you notice, within the past 6 to 8 months, some of these folks that have committed mass murder was in the military. And I don't know to what extent that them being in the military, being in the war, what effect it had on them psychologically, that now have made them turn and killed innocent people. Because I'm going to tell you something. It is so easy to categorize people as bipolar now. Schizoid.
PTSD.
Okay? PTSD. Because every time you look around, the medical industry are putting a label on us. Oh, he's just bipolar. He's schizoid.
Give him a couple of pills, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
No, he won't be all right.
No, he won't be all right. And I tell you, it is a sad situation in America that we can spend the amount of money that we spend on defense, but yet we don't take care of our veterans the way we should.
And not just on defense. You know, if you pay attention to politics itself, anytime anyone running for office, what do? They ask for funding. Look at all the millions that they have to have in order to win that office. And if they don't win office, well, look, I'm just saying, look at the money that they be donating. But yet when we ask for help, we cannot find it.
Right.
We got to go up there sometimes to City Hall and go to some of the meetings that they may have, you know, with the commissioners and stuff, and we have to beg. We have to beg them
We shouldn't have to beg them.
about giving us some more benefits and things like that, where they had cut our benefit programs and stuff. And see, then you're wondering, why is all of this going on? Something should be done. But see, can nothing be done? But see, like I said, it's all in the politicians' hands. But one thing, being a veteran, as myself, when they be running for office, they'll tell you what they would do for you. Come in, caller.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? This is Vice Commander John Newsom of the Hail Washington American Legion. How you doing over there?
All right.
All right, VC.
All right.
For your
what's going
service.
on? Oh, yeah, thank you too, my friend.
All right.
I just heard a portion you was talking in terms of the shame that the U.S. government has spent a lot on defense and not on us veterans out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's true. As I always said, a veteran is in a whole society by itself.
You're so right.
Come back. We came out of society, but we can never go back to society.
No, we can't.
So once we get together, we got to live in a dual world structure. That is civilian society as well as a veteran society. And yes, they really need to be spending some money on us.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Last year, you know, and I want to take my hat off to you because you was one of the ones who broke the story about how they gave out all this bonus money to the folks at the VA, and yet they cooked the books out at Hines Hospital.
And Jesse Brown.
Okay? And now I want to know, do you know if they're going to be giving out bonus money this year in the budget?
From my understanding, yes. But now, as far as the bonus money is concerned, I really don't know. Cause I just with the new what they got, directors and settlers and
No Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Navy, Veterans
Oh, you're
Affairs.
talking about coming out of Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, no, I really don't know, but I guess I'm going to have to get up on that. I have to, at the present time. Well, you know, we've been kind of busy in Washington Post this last week or two, and further back, and that created a kind of void with you. Some of the people are working, and we going to these nursing homes. Uh, you know that we got good rapport for the last 2 weeks in terms of our services to those entities.
Yes.
Okay, and that was good. We went to O'Hare and met up with Mrs. Rodriguez, thanks to Cliff Kelly and Congressman
Danny
Danny
Davis
Davis.
and Commissioner Borkins.
Yeah, Commissioner Boyd, which created the thing, yes. So they gave us a good report. They enjoyed the way we did it and seemed to be that they were highly encouraged to say that we encouraged the lady. So that's a plus in the Harold Washington feather. We went to the nursing homes. I went to one over here on Wentworth a little late. We got encouraged on that. We went to the nursing home that's located over across the county hospital, and we got good report out of that. Good report
Vice
coming.
Commander, do we know exactly how many veterans are in nursing homes?
Not totally, but consider the fact that we had over 20 plus coming out of this home. I was telling you, across from the county jail.
Well, I could tell you
And
from the nursing homes that's in our district, where we have exactly 237.
oh,
And
okay.
women.
Hey, yeah, how you going, CC?
So I'm doing all right, VC.
All right.
I still got my boots on the ground.
All right, well, yeah. I know we got our march in order, so things worked out pretty good for us, sir. I
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
that. A lot of people really was encouraged by our activities, and I think that we might develop some membership out of that situation too. So I think that it would be extremely beneficial we continue on to that in that course.
How did things go Saturday in giving honor to Harold, the late great Mayor Harold Washington?
I can answer that. We had a nice time. We had not all the turnout that I was looking for, but it was we had about 15 people that showed up, and also we had a few other Army officers came, but they didn't know anything about us honoring the late Mayor Harold Washington, but they was there for someone else.
Okay.
And when they found out about the late mayor was there, well, they asked could they join in and stuff. We told them yes.
Yes.
And they also was telling us about the people that they were going to see is over to the over to the left of Harold, near the 71st Street side, is where they have a monument up there. And it's supposed to be where a lot of Confederate soldiers there. And not only Confederate soldiers, a lot of slaves that served in both sides. And they were telling us about that. And we rode past there. And there was a few people standing up there. Usually the one that we see is always by the is by the cemetery's church.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one we always see, but like they said, they don't, when you go to the cemetery, stop in the office and ask them what do they have there. And you'll be surprised the history that each one of them, including if you want to say Baroque or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they have history there.
Most people don't know when you talk about history is that Illinois, Chicago, have had the largest concentration of Confederate soldiers.
In the past, yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, because that's where Douglas Tomb found out some of that, as far as what is King Drive now, what was South Park, and what was Garfield Avenue, whatever. It's still some soldiers there.
Okay.
And from 33rd, let's see what it's from 31st Street to about 33rd, and they're still there. But see what it is now, they built over that.
Yes. Sacred ground.
And a lot of people don't even know. It's buildings on top of the graves.
Yeah.
And I noticed one thing about it, looking at Chicago history, period, about the north side of Chicago in Grant Park. It's still some graves there.
Interesting.
It's still some graves there.
But, you know, unless people like yourself who know this history bring it out, won't nobody talk about it.
No, because see, you know, they don't do it because see, a lot of history is hidden for a reason. And then that way, you know, like as they say, nothing seen, nothing go. And that means, you know, if you don't see nothing, you don't know anything. But see, you know, like I said, to uncover history sometimes, to unearth a secret, it's a mind-blowing situation.
Yes, it is.
Because you realize, you know, and when I found out about it, so happened, I was at the Chicago Historical Society. And they was talking about from the Chicago fire until, I guess, 1929 or something like that. When they first started rebuilding Chicago, making downtown an infrastructure. And also about, you know, we already know that if you was born here, you know that Chicago was the #1 in freight trains. You know, because you had all kind of situations coming. We had the stockyards and things like that. But we were the #1 freight line in the world. But see, there too, with the railroad breaking up in different divisions and stuff like that, they start selling land. And when they start selling land, it's when these big owners of these companies, which I can't name, but they start buying up the land. That's where Grant Park came into it. You know, Michigan Avenue, what they wanted on Michigan, how long they've been fighting for that land.
Wow.
Because some people wanted the Chicago Park District to have that. Some people wanted to build industry on that, but they were saying this is, you know, this supposed to be downtown. We're supposed to build this up to beautify the city and stuff. And then back again on the north side, they was talking about how many graves that they had to relocate. And I'm saying, what? And then I also thought about, now this I seen for myself. Back in 1960, I think it was about 1963, between 63 and 64, when they first started building Robert Taylor's. It was a lot right there before they built 5001 and 5041. And we were playing in that lot. I used to go over there because then they were just building Robert Taylor's and it was beautiful over there. But we playing in the lot and stuff like that. Found out some headstones. And not knowing that that used to be a graveyard. And what happened, we reported it to the adults around there, and they reported it. And they came up the following day with bulldozers and stuff, and you know, to move the land and stuff like that. They wanted to make sure they get all the rest of the headstone, so we won't find any, knowing nobody gonna be digging.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, but we done found a few headstones.
Well, fellow soldiers, fellow Conrads out there, we want you to know that this is your show, and we want you to know that next week is Thanksgiving, and as soldiers and as Americans, we have a lot to be thankful for. And we want you to know that there are different places where you can go get a free meal at different churches, different organizations, and we want you to take advantage of it. And if you're a soldier out there and no place to go, give the Herald Washington Post a call, and we can direct you where to go.
We sure can. And for Veterans Day, not Veterans Day, but for Thanksgiving also, Jesse Brown will be serving food. And other, like I said, other American Legion posts as well. And then, like I said, go to some of these churches. They are open.
We want to thank our technicians out there, Brother Jack. Until next time, tune in. And remember, Hotline, Herald Washington Post 1987 is your show. Till next time.
Love you.